Peace, light, and love, YouTube. How are you all? I hope everybody's doing fantastic. It is your man here. I'm going to do a read, tarot read. Ooh, we've got some vehicles riding by as I start the video, or one really loud one. I hope everybody's doing well. I know the lighting is pretty low. My apologies. I am going to one day have a grand studio like Ralph Smart, if you know Ralph Smart, in his gold room where it's just laid out with all these cameras and technology. But for now, I am making my way downtown, walking fast. So how are y'all, man? I feel like I have to try to channel in and have a conversation with y'all. I feel like, just, in like friendly conversation. What's up with all this being single? Come on, can we talk about it? I know we get into the tarot, but hey, like, it's because, again, I apologize for the light. I've been really busy. And I happened to get to recording. And it's about 8 o'clock here. And we have the seasons changing. So here we go with the darkness and the coldness. But God is good all the time. But what's up with the singleness? You know what I'm saying? I'm one who have always been like, I've not been interested or been one to look for partners. I've not been one of those people in most of my life. I am in my 30s now. And for years, I have been solo dolo. I don't know how experienced you all are with celibacy. And I didn't intend to be celibate for years. Did not intend for it. But it happened. And, and I think that has really affected me. I had a very tumultuous relationship. And I think just a combination of a lot of different really heavy factors caused me to kind of go to within myself and to not be I don't know what it was, if I was compatible or what. I just was not involved with people like I was. And it's so weird because back in like college days, it was I would always have someone who was I was involved with in kind of sort of type of way. It's just maybe because you're surrounded by thousands of peers, so therefore it's much easier. And now it's and after graduation, and for years and years and years now, you're not so around people. So I don't know what it is, but even if when I do start talking to people, maybe you can relate. It's like, it's just not it. Oh my God, look at the deck, yo. I cut the deck on the lover's card as I'm talking about romance and relationships and being single. How cool is that? How cool is that? I'm going to take that one. Okay. That's so cool. This is maybe confirmation to keep on talking. I was like, should I even be talking about this? People want to hear it. It's like kind of whack, But it's like, the relationship stuff and the Oshun card. Oh my gosh. We've got Oshun. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see what this message is. Maybe we do have romance coming up, and that's why I'm even talking about romance right now. Make some more space here so I can do this better. Okay, there we go. So, I don't know. Tell me. Maybe leave a comment or let me know. What are your thoughts on relationships and stuff right now? It's I would really like to have someone around. I'm not necessarily looking for somebody who's going to be like my boo thing. Like, you ain't got to be, all committed. And I mean, here's my thing. I'd say that. And then what I found is that I get people who are like, are not looking for commitment, and what that means is they are, they really juggling motherfuckers out here. Like, I've been coming across people where they're so, they're so cute, they so special, got all these different cool things about them, but they got they brothers, and they juggling brothers, they juggling them. I'm like, it's like, nah, I ain't trying to be your man like that, but my thing is, I don't like feeling like I am being juggled. I don't want to be able to tell. Don't let me be able to tell that you juggling me, which is gonna be really hard because I kind of just know things, So, but it's like, but I'm okay with that. I can know, what I'm saying. I can have the psychic insight that you're dealing with, brothers here and there. And that's one thing I've learned. I've gotten better with checking that psychic insight. You know what I'm saying? I can check myself. But the thing is like, I just been, since that period of celibacy, really, it seems like I'm attracting people who are really into juggling partners. And I don't like that. I realize now maybe it's a 30s thing. I don't like that. But anyways, maybe you can relate. I'm going to get to a different topic here. Let's get our third card. And I'm going to have to use the book here. Ooh, we got the Tower. Ooh. All right. I know this card speaks of like passion and what have you. It's a lover's card. You see them intertwined and what have you. All right. This card, the lover's card. Acceptance of differences. Ooh. Acceptance of differences. The possibility of turning a perceived threat to your benefit by emphasizing common ground or interests. Childlike qualities, childish fear, anger, or mirth. So, okay. So this lover's card is that's the meaning of this card. I was anticipating something like passion or what have you. Maybe something about maybe like a right away or whatever, but I don't know. But lovers. It's interesting because acceptance of differences. And it's so interesting because in the lovers that I have, encountered most recently, as I am, filling myself out, and I realize that I'm not really looking to be somebody's man, because, I ask myself, am I ready for that? Am I wanting that level of commitment, that level of relationship? I don't necessarily think so. I am very possessive, so that gets tough. Because once I like something, if I like someone or anything, I don't want, another man, putting his business all up and through what I like, But it's like, and the lovers that I've come across, I've had to accept our differences. And this first sentence for this card says acceptance of differences. Period. So I've had to accept the differences in these partners. Like, okay, this is where I am. I kind of want something, more committed than what you want. I want something less casual than what they've wanted. So I've had to accept that, and I've had to move on. It's like, okay, here's what I want, here's what they want, and I'm like, we can either try to find a common ground and compromise and what have you, or we can just go our separate ways. And I have been team go our separate ways because I don't like the feeling of being juggled. And with being an empath, it's really tough because we feel the energy of, of people's partners. So if I'm engaged with someone, hanging out with them, what have you, I am going to feel the other people's energy. And so it's like I'm with just the one person, but it feels like I'm in a room full of people, and I can feel different vibes and stuff. And, I'm very clairvoyant. So, I might even just see a little something, something between the person and another person. And I'm like, just no, just no. So I've had to accept differences with the very few lovers I have encountered after an extreme period of long time without being around or being engaged with anyone. It says there's the possibility of turning a perceived threat to your benefit by emphasizing common ground or interest. And I've been seeing this too, especially with one particular person. There's there's the possibility of turning the situation of being juggled, or and also like a certain aspect of manipulation, certain level of manipulation in there, because whether you mean to or not, if you're juggling people and you're trying to hide it, you don't want to make it very evident, and so you're have behaviors and statements, your words and your actions kind of, when someone should be saying, the truth is, I just left the other person's house, or I had a date with someone else, or I can't see you this week because I am with someone else this week, type of shit. That's what blows. I don't like that shit. Don't have me on, I see you every 3.5 weeks because you with your other partners in the in between. Fuck out of here. I'm sorry. But some people I can do that with. It depends on how much I like you, how attracted I am to you. It's weird. Because most people, if I'm just kind of kicked with somebody here and there, sure, I see you every 3.5 weeks. Fine, it's fine with me. But if I actually, if I have a crush on you, which takes a lot, if I have a crush on someone and I really like them, and I'm like, I kind of want to see you on the weekends, and, we can hang out, and you be my cuddle buddy. You'll say, if I try to make you my cuddle buddy, nah, I can't see you every 3.5 weeks. What the fuck? I sleep every night. I'm gonna see you every 3.5 weeks. Anyway, but there has been this level of possibility to things could mature into something, sure. But at this juncture, I have had to kind of go back into my shell. Cancer zodiac over here. I had to go back in my shell, put the claws out. Bitches beware, I'm not for it, type of energy, but there is the possibility of, it all working out and for our highest and greatest good. I have faith in that. So maybe you two are experiencing a relationship where it's not what you really wanted. You kind of met someone and you had an idea of what could be cool with that person, and then you got involved with that person, and then you come to realize that you all have your differences, what you're ready for, what you want individually, and then you have to accept that, right? And then, but there seems to be a message right now that there is still the possibility of things working in a beneficial way. So that's hopeful for us, right? Maybe this lover could be a good friend, or maybe this lover is not really a lover right now, but who knows where things could be in a year from now, in 5 years from now, if you happen to still know this person, still be around this person, So yeah, boom, okay. Let's move on to the next card, the Seven of Pentacles, which is the Oshun card in this tarot deck. Oshun. It's an Orisha, if you're wondering who's Oshun. So look up Orishas, and Oshun is a very powerful, motherly, beauty, majestic Orisha. Okay, so this card, emotions manifest in concrete fashion. A sacrament can be defined as an outward sign of an invisible or interior state. The creation of a sacrament which will bring to fruition some emotional involvement. For example, the purchase of a house can be viewed as an outward sign of emotional involvement in a social or biological family. Possible disappointment in the solid forms love takes. Let me be honest with you, I didn't get a lot out of that. Did you get a lot out of that explanation? What's sticking out to me is that there are emotions at hand. Boom. It's so interesting that I cut the deck on this card and this card, you know what I'm saying? And before I did that, I was talking about relationships, emotional things. I'm talking about emotions. That's what I felt like come up through my heart to talk about when I started recording the video. I didn't intend to do that. So what it's saying is that okay. The last sentence is really what's sticking to me. Possible disappointment in the solid forms love takes. So I was saying how we've had to accept. This card talks about accepting differences. This card is talking about possible disappointment in the solid form of love. So having some type of disappointment in love. You have so I'm telling you my experiences, but I feel like maybe this is what we're talking about. It's friend to friend with 16 on the clock. 1617 is also a beautiful number. When we are accepting these differences, we can be disappointed by love. There's this disappointment because what manifested was not quite what you wanted. It's interesting because I was telling myself it's like I was manifesting this partner, this person to help occupy my time and my life and my energy in a healthy way. And I got like 25